Good morning, everyone, especially to our professor, Mr. Jonas Ulandria. I am Mrs. Paulina D. Anadon, presently teaching in Katungawan National High School, Kindulman District. I am here to present to you my topic, which is ports, or shall we say computer ports. Shown is an example of computer ports of different types, but I'll have to discuss this later after showing you or giving you my learning objectives, which are first, to define computer ports, describe the types of computer ports, and give illustrations to each type of computer port. Now, let me first give you the definition of what is port. A computer port is a connection point or interface between a computer and external or internal device. Internal ports may connect such devices as hard drives and CD-ROM or DVD drives. External ports may connect modems, printers, mice, and other devices. This is an example of computer port consisting only of a few types of ports. We have the serial port, the USB type A port, power port, displayer or display port, HDMI port, and Ethernet port. Now, next I'll give you the types of ports. First is serial port. This one is an example of serial port for communication. In computing, a serial port is a serial communication interface through which information transfers in and out sequentially one bit at a time. This is in contrast to a parallel port, which communicates multiple bits simultaneously in parallel. External modem are used for all computer mouse. It is used in two editions, the 9-pin and 25-pin modem. Each one travels data on second 115 kilobit. The next one is parallel port. Parallel port is an interface for connecting peripherals to computers, mainly used for connecting printers, and was replaced by other technologies like USB and WLAN. This is an example of an image of a parallel port. Now, it is used for port scanner and printer. It is also called printer port. It is a 25-pin model, and it is IEEE 1284 compliant Centronics port. Now, the next one is PS/2 port. This is an image of a PS/2 port. It is used for all computer keyboard and mouse. It is also called mouse port. Most older computers provide for two PS/2 ports, the mouse and keyboard. The next one is Universal Serial Bus or USB port. Shown is an example of USB port. You have the USB and the port. Now, a universal serial bus or USB is a common interface that enables communication between devices and a host controller, such as personal computer or PC or smartphone. It connects peripheral devices, such as digital cameras, mice, keyboards, printers, scanners, media devices, external hard drives, and flash drives. The next one is the VGA port. Shown is an example of a VGA port. A VGA or Video Graphics Array port is a high density D sub 15 pin 3 rows connector. D sub miniature style port usually located in the back or side of a laptop computer or the back of a desktop system. Users employ VGA ports to transfer analog video signals from one machine to another using VGA cables. Now, the VGA pins. Shown is the VGA pins, this one, and another image, this one. Now, VGA cables have 15 pin connectors. 5 pins at the top, this one. 5 in the middle, we have here 5 in the middle, and other 5 at the very bottom, at the bottom. The picture above is an example of cable showing all 15 pins, these two pictures. Now, a VGA port on a desktop or laptop naturally has the same number of pinholes so that a VGA cable can plug directly into it. Each and every pin has its own function. For example, the first pin is for transferring the color red, while the second and third are for green and blue, respectively. The next one is a power connector. Shown is an image of a power connector. Power connectors are devices that allows an electrical current to pass through it for the exclusive purpose of providing power to a device. It is a three-prong plug connector, as shown in the image. You have three-prong plug connector. It consists or connects to the computer's power cable, which plugs into the power bar or wall socket. The next one is a firewire port. This is an image of a firewire port consisting of firewire 400 cable, firewire 800, and accompanied with a USB. It transfers large amounts of data at very high speeds. It adds camcorders and video equipment to the computer. It has 3 variants: the 4-pin firewire 400 connector, 6-pin firewire 400 connector, and the 9-pin firewire 800 connector. So shown in the image are only the 2 variants, the firewire 400 and the firewire 800. The next one is the modem port. Shown is an image of a modem port. We have here, accompanied with a hotspot router. Modem is a short term for modulator emulator. It is a hardware component that allows a computer or another device, such as router or switch, to connect to the internet. The next one is the Ethernet port. This one is an image of an Ethernet port. This port connects a network and high-speed internet. This port connects the network cable to the computer. This port resides on the Ethernet card. Data runs from 10 megabit to 1000 megabit per second, depending on network bandwidth. The next one is the gate port. This one is an image of ports accompanied with the game port. Now, with this is a parallel port, the Ethernet port, the mouse, the keyboard, the USB, 2 serial ports, the analog audio in and out, with is video out, TV out, and VGA. But we are to focus here the game port. Now, this port connects a joystick to a PC, now replaced by USB. The next is the digital video interface or DVI port. This one is an image of a digital video interface. This one, accompanied with HDMI and VGA. To focus here, the DVI. Now, the digital visual interface or DVI is a video display interface. It was developed to be an industry standard for transmitting digital video content to display devices at resolutions as high as 2560 by 1600. Now, common devices that utilize the DVI connection are computer monitors and projectors. DVI can even be used with some TVs, although HDMI is more common as only some DVI cables can transmit audio signals. Now, those were the types of ports as my topic. Now, before I'll have to end, let me have this quote. To connect our devices to computers and internet, we need ports and cable wires. But when we want to connect with God, we only need prayers because prayer, the world's greatest connector to God. These are my references taken from the internet. Thank you for watching and listening on my report. Once again, good day, everyone.